Good morning, good to the morning. Let's have a look at the charts and see what's going on. Start off with EU. Nothing's happened as of yet. That can go over to New York. Any pips, you can keep that. That can stay, that can stay. Let's look at M1 really quickly. Bunch of eyes taken there. Clear downtrend. Pretty much clear enough for me. Then we had this invalid zone, which only just failed, like literally moments ago. I would say if I was going to short, this would probably be the zone to short from.
Huawei offers top AI chips to Egypt, and the US is mulling a counterbid.
So now we've got this low taken, which is interesting. Well, we could say, yeah, price took that high. Could take this level and then move higher. Good. Obviously anything else. Good. Welcome to markets. Oh, yeah. So anyway, we're keeping an AI on AI. What? AI, GPT AI. An eye on this here, and then let's go to sound. Let's crack open the soundboard really quick as well. Oh, Eurocom took the level. Alert tagged. Thank you for the alert. Now let's. Perfect. Go back to the chart. Keep an eye on EU as well, damn. We will be fine on it. Hung out the analysis. Didn't take any relevant point. Look that. Look that level there. Channel pullback. Channel pullback. Channel pullback. Pullback. Channel pullback. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Then that just wicked the level there. Channel did a pullback. Frankfurt open. Channel did a. That's a disgusting drawing right there. That channel did a pullback there. Beautiful. We just kind of hovered around Asia low, then just fell off even more. So yeah, clearly we're bearish so far. And let's draw some invalidation zones now. I would say the supply zone probably about here. We'll do to about 1/4 in it. Yeah, that's kind of an invalid zone. Let's go back to M15 because we got all these highs here that now probably aren't gonna get tagged because that's a 50 pip move up. So we'll probably do Friday on that just in case. And then here we've got 30 pip up and 40. I will do New York session Thursday and then do probably New York session, London session on that there. What I'm thinking. Right, so let's look at the next potential level price could move from to about here. I mean, advert. Yeah, that's about right. And then perfect, we just took this level here also. I like this, looking kind of clean to be honest. I like it when you get clean price action and it's showing its hand a bit more easier. That's preferable. We are seeing a difference with EU and GU right now. GU's down 22 pips, EU's down 10, and we're seeing a divergence in the structure as well, which is interesting. Very interesting. And now I would like to think that Euro is gonna take these highs and then push down. But then that would create this invalid zone here. Pound is already trending lower anyway, so that's telling us that that's the case. I'm glad I didn't use that level because you wicked it by how much? 1 pip so far. Okay, price might be coming for this level instead. That's fine. We'll keep waiting and looking and seeing what's going on. Okay, now let's look at USD CAD. Not seeing a 40 pip drop today, so we can go Thursday for it. Might even be later, you know. Huh? Where's these? What's these come from? Oh shit, weekly low. Let's go to Monday. That's a 50 pip move. Don't see that happening today. There's yesterday's daily high, which is kind of right near this level here. Fine. If we go high, we should mark out some other levels, so probably say about there. Then obviously we've got that zone right there as well, which price is coming for now. Probably just cover it to that. So yeah. Go down to USD CHF. Thursday. That's 8 pips away. That can definitely go over to Monday. Yeah. So this is USD CHF now.
According to the information, DeepSeek revenue as of July is roughly tenfold of full year 2025 revenue.
This is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
Huh. That's some interesting news. What's happening in Ukraine just now. Anyway, let's go back to the charts. I don't want to be off the charts too much because I'll end up missing something. This is kind of clean, to be fair. And obviously invalid zone there. Now here's the problem. In the potential reversal occur. Oh shit, it's 8 o'clock. We've got all of this channel here. Let's see what happens. Oh wow. We done a full flip round the other way on euro. This is good. This is good. Let's see now. Is it gonna? What does my bro remember still? Trading NQ. Remember what? Sorry, what are you on about? I've had so many people come and go. If you're talking about do I remember you on the stream, that I don't know. You have to give me some level of a reminder. There's so many people come and then they go and then come back and then they go again. Rich American guy started trading, young lad. Right? You started trading like 6 months ago, 9 months ago or something? Or am I completely wrong? I remember. How you doing, mate? I've had a lot of new traders come to my stream recently, bro. What are we looking at, brother? What's the outlook? Just wait for M1 to give me direction and catch the move, innit? It's very different to majority of the people's trading method, where they mark out, I want to go short, I want to go long. I was like, I've been knowing you for a while, G. I don't know, it's been a while, I guess, yeah. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. To be fair, I've been a bit lazy on the streams, bro, because the markets have been so shit on the Forex side that I've just been a bit, I haven't had a payout in so long. I'm on a 10 trade losing streak. Bro, it's just been diabolical. But luckily my accounts are okay because you risk small, it's okay. And then that 10 trade losing streak, 5 of them were mistakes. Shouldn't have actually been 10 in all honesty, but it is what it is. And I'll probably mark out that. And then this one right here. I'm probably gonna set an alert on this, so 98, so we'll do 95 an alert, yeah? And that is 83, so we'll do 85 on the alert there. And have a look at, I don't think we need to, and have a look at yen. Don't look good to me, nothing there I'm interested in, nothing at all. in the yen. I've been kind of avoiding the yen after they've had all the intervention stuff, because I've been slapped twice by intervention. So I'm just kind of like, I don't really want to trade yen, although it is kind of generally my favorite pair. Pound yen is probably my most favorite forex pair. What's going on here then? So London Open happened, we tagged into an invalid zone. EUGU flown up, left this invalid zone at the bottom, which is good because I feel like we're still gonna go short, but we need to wait and see. Need confirmation. So we've come up, we've taken these highs here right at the Asia midline on euro. Pounds come up, taken out Frankfurt high. Let's see in it, is it gonna keep going or not? And then on USD CAD, we were bullish the whole time. Tagged into here. Took that low there. London Open took this low here on USD CAD. After seeing it, I think if USD CAD goes higher, yeah, it's basically similar to lit, yeah. Pretty much similar concepts, to be honest, but yeah, basically, yeah. Every strategy's linked to something, but everyone's got their own version of it, like what they own or what they all seek individually. But yeah, a lot of my concepts are from lit. You could even say a lot of them are ICT or even smart money or whatever, because it's all very similar concepts, isn't it? Are very similar points or whatever. But I myself, I don't really identify as that. I would say my strategy is based more on price taking out levels like structural zones, Asia high, Asia low, looking for confirmation of a shift in direction, looking for the volume and momentum to come in to signal that, and then also looking at invalidation zones to target for a short term, if that makes sense. But then all of my TP and SLs are all data driven, like they're all based off of data and statistics. So yeah, there's similarities to lit, but there's differences. So like lit doesn't have invalidation zones and stuff like that for targets, I don't think. What else is there? My entry method is slightly different as well, because with lit you just have one breaker structure and you go long or short. I wait for two legs, the first and the second, to confirm that shift. I don't trade consolidation, so if the market starts to consolidate, I don't trade it, because then that can confuse the idea of where the momentum and direction actually sits, which is why the markets have been shit at the moment, because there's been so much chop, hasn't there? Like so much ranging's been going on. Yeah, so for me, like, I wait for London Open, then I wait for like a zone in it to get swept or something, and then I look for like volume. If it starts to give volume for 10 minutes and then it just ranges, I'm like, nah, I'm not trading that. Even though an hour later it might fly in my direction, I'm just not going to trade it. Because I want to adapt to the market, but there's some things I'm not willing to sacrifice on my edge. Like the way I trade, there's some things I can sacrifice and be flexible on, there's some that I cannot. Like they're pivotal to the way I trade. So it's about kind of having that distinction about what can you be flexible on and what can you not. Like what is, you know, has to stay the same. How's your trading going anyway though, man? How long have you been trading now? How long has it been? And like how many cans have you blown? I had a really good conversation yesterday, bro, because I've got a new guy who's been coming to the stream. He's been trading for about 2-3 months. He's Lithuanian. And then obviously we got another guy who's from India. He's been trading for like 7, 8, 9, 10 years, I think. Since 2014. but he's been consecutively trading since the last 7 years. And then we were talking about expectations within trading and stuff like that. It was a really good discussion, bro, because I think it gave them a deeper insight into trading, because a lot of people don't have the correct insight. I really enjoyed that, man. And then I started going on a bit of a tangent about why I don't understand why traders don't actually help other people. Instead they sell courses. Like, I don't get it. Why? Why would you not just give free advice to someone, bro, for the sake of not being a prick or not being a gatekeeper? Like, just help out, you know. I don't get why people don't do that. Proper selfish, man. Arctic, what is that, like a car? Like, what's Arctic? I don't know what. I don't know if you. When I hear Arctic, I'm thinking something to do with cars. Arctic lorry, or is that like some technology thing, or is that a person? Because if it's a person, I don't know. Also, one more thing, I don't pay attention to social media traders. I don't care. I'm successful. I'm doing really good. I've never blown an account. In my first year, I've made 22%. Never blown an account. Second year, Trump fuck everything up. So yeah, like, I don't really look at other traders. The only ones I look at are stuff like WillFX, because he live streams, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on his authenticity and his transparency while he's streaming, if that makes sense. Also, like, WillFX is a friend of a friend, so I'm kind of curious as well. Some stuff he says is really good. Some stuff I'm a bit suspicious on. I'm a bit, you know. He's a trader, he trades lit, but like more to it. He sells a course and people buy his leaks for it. Made me so mad. I bought the leak and gave it out for free to people. Oh yeah. Like same thing happened with us. Me and a couple of friends. One of the friends found the leak for the course by lit by Mark, the German guy, the original German guy. So we all started studying it, and they went really original on lit. I deviated a little bit. I kind of went onto my own version of it. And then like they had more success than me because they've been trading for like 2-3 years. I was only like 6 months or 4 months in the market, like 3 or 4 months. So I kind of like looked at it and kind of looked at that general concept of how it is. And then I was like, I don't like this and this. And I was like, I'm going to make it more specific to me. I kind of like adjusted it and stuff like that, which is what I was telling you. Like, I have similarities to it, but I don't completely trade it because I have differences also. Because the markets are changing. The lit course that was offered by that guy, the German guy, that was back in 2015 and 16. That's like 2015 or 16. So the markets are different then compared to when I started in April and I come across lit in August 2024. The markets are way different compared to the course he offered like years before. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a difference. But I think it comes down to capability as well and understanding. I would say I'm ahead of most traders because I look at the markets in a different way. That's why my psychology is better, because I think about everything in a completely different aspect. People get zoomed in and they don't look at the bigger picture. When you start looking at the bigger picture, it just, I don't know, it helps, man, for you to understand things a bit more deeper. Bashy, yes, man, like Josh. Hello, mate. How you doing, you cunt? There's the soundboard. Here it is.
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
Right, let's have a look at gold anyway. Yeah, it's crazy. My trading has got better in psychology. It's so cooked, bro. I keep full porting to passive valuations because I'm trying to get past and blow them, but when I pivot trade, I win. Okay, so I talk about psychology a lot because people don't understand the importance of psychology, or they sugarcoat their failure as a trader based on psychology. Oh, I failed because of my psychology. There's truth to that and there's a lie to that. The truth is, if you've got your data, if you've got your evidence of your SL, your TP, your risk reward, your average trade duration, with the days where you're most profitable, your losing streak, your win rate, your winning streak on average, because win streaks affect losing streak mentally. If you've got that data and then you're struggling, it is a psychological issue for sure. Then there's a fear factor, something that is entrapping you within that. If you don't have the data, you don't have any of the losing streak, any of that stuff, you're going to blame psychology. But the fact is, you're trading with technicals based on how you feel on that day, with no evidence, no statistics, no real substantial information for you to correlate your strategy to. So that person who says psychology is a problem, no, you're a tit. You're a tit. That's the problem. You're a tit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I focus on psychology because there's a fine line between the actual real trading psychology versus the bullshit that everyone talks about. But I focus more on the actual side of it and building that foundation for traders to understand what trading is. That's why I don't really mentor technicals. I don't want to teach technicals, because who am I going to teach M1 to? It's the hardest time frame there is. People cannot hack trading M1. I'm not going to teach it. I'm not going to waste my time teaching. If you sit here and you learn bits and bobs, yeah, sure. But I do not class myself as an educator or anything like that in technicals. I'm here to teach more fundamentals, more geopolitics, because no one's teaching geopolitics on the internet at all as traders. No one is. No one at all. Not even Nick. Like, no one's teaching geopolitics because they don't comprehend the bigger picture, which is actually quite simple, but they don't comprehend it because it's quite political. And then no one really covers the true aspect of trading psychology. So yeah, I've even done a podcast on stuff on this with the trader who's got like 60,000 YouTube views, subscribers. He's a nice guy, man. He's Canadian. I did that podcast when I had 4 months experience, and he said, bro, you're going to be really good in the future. And he's successful. But a lot of it comes down to building that foundation. Long time, buddy. I'm good. What about you? Yeah, I'm good, Josh. I haven't been to Nick's streams in a while. I've just been busy, bro. How's everything on Nick's side anyway? How are the guys? Are they all okay? And that only comes with for testing an entire market. So not really, no. I would say the best thing about trading is the fact that you've got the ability to backtest the market. And basically, you know, one of the best things about trading, yeah, you can gain experience for free. You can gain experience for free, Rich. How? Backtesting. You could literally backtest the last 20 years of the markets, bro, and get free experience in the matter of a couple of months. Do you understand how much of a cheat code that is? Now, that's a big cheat code. But then when you tell people, they don't comprehend. They think, oh, backtesting, oh, it's annoying. No, brother. Instead of live testing for 1 year, making a mistake, losing money, demo testing, and then getting pissed off that you're not actually making money from the markets because you're demo testing, or you're getting profit mechanics and blowing money after money after money after money after money because you're live testing, I don't understand why you would do that. You got the ability to go back test the last 10, 15, 20 years of the market and just fast track experience. Do you know how amazing that is? Like, that is like, I'm gonna change the camera view. Do you know how amazing it is to fast track that by just back testing? The camera's over here, isn't it? But my screen's over there and over there because I got two. But do you comprehend the ability? Like, it's sick. So when people don't back test, it's a serious problem, because then how are you gonna develop yourself as a trader? How are you gonna gather your data and your statistics and stress test your edge to see if it's successful or not if you don't backtest and develop it? That's why I'm a big advocate for backtesting and gathering data. My edge is very technical, but my entry points, my TP levels, my trade duration, my break-even process, my losing streak is all data driven. I'm on a 10 trade losing streak right now, bro, and I'm not even bothered. I'm physically not bothered, mentally not bothered. I'm still like a tank because I know my data. My data says between 4 and 8 losing streak is average. I've made 5 mistakes in the last 10 trades, so technically I'm on a 5 trade losing streak, and I rarely make mistakes, rarely. So even that 5 mistakes I made is rare for me, like that's abnormal. Right, let me go back to the charts in it because I've been waffling a bit and I don't want to end up missing a trade in it, because even though the markets have been shit and I've been calling direction of price right, I still need to be consistent within viewing the market and stuff. That's going over to New York. I don't think we're gonna get anything on this, but we'll keep it on the chart anyway. Okay, so we're still stuck in a range on USD CAD, which is annoying. Just give me 1 second, boys, in it, because M1's hard, bro, so I kind of need to focus at the same time. I can keep that at 830. Okay, interesting. We've seen EU and GU fly higher. I'm curious to see where we could find some level of reversal occurring. Okay. So pounds come into the Asia midline level. We've had a fat reaction there on M1 so far. Euros just come up, and euros, 1 second, boys. We've left equal highs here. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna keep that there, but we have taken that level there. So now we need to see what the market is gonna do. If it gives us a clear shift in direction, I could consider short, but I would prefer long to see continued downside on the dollar. But at the same time, I'm skeptical because of the war. I'll explain that in a second, because you're probably wondering what's the war got to do with anything. Even after 5 years, normal losing streak still hurts like a bitch, but the data helps a bunch. Otherwise I'd full port every losing trade, bro. How can I say this? I talk about the same things often because I think repetition is the way to normality, if that makes sense. Once you repeat something and it becomes normal, your mindset begins to shift into what is then becoming normal. So for me, before I started trading, yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown. I knew about trading because I had an online business doing importing from USA. So I had an idea that you can make money from trading because of the, you know, exchange rates and stuff like that. Then I met I follow a YouTuber who's into cars. He started then working with the YouTuber who does trading. It was all a scam. I got scammed, I lost a bunch of money. But then I was like, wait a second, if I lost all this money, then obviously I can make that money because there has to be some level of give and take. If I can lose $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, but naturally I can make it by doing the opposite of what I naturally did. So I look at things from more of a holistic view. But then I was like, okay, sure, let's look into that. So the first thing I did was I watched the videos on why traders fail, and I looked at the stats, like how many traders fail, what percentage fail, and I was like, wow, okay, a lot of traders actually fail. There's a huge percentage of failure. And then instead of looking at successful traders, because I think that's the most stupid thing you could do, why would you look at Warren Buffett? Why would you look at like all these traders? Are you an absolute genius? No, you're not. So relax yourself, bro, and become more level-headed. So then I looked at the best point is, for me, let's look at the failing traders. Let's recognize the general consensus of why they go wrong, and let's start working on that to build a foundation where when I do start to trade, I've nullified all of the really bad behavioral traits. So I realized no backtesting, emotional opinion, greed, impatience, that sort of thing. But for me, the funny thing is, I would do this job for $25,000 a year because I don't care about the money. I'm doing this job because I hate working for corporate companies. I've worked for 7 corporate companies in the last 15 years, bro. I'm done with the workplace politics. I'm done with the passive aggressiveness. I'm done with all of the going into work, grafting really hard, and then you get dismissed, or the company just employs someone in a better position because they're friends. I'm done with all of that. The only reason I like trading is because it's work freedom and I'm my own boss. I don't care about the money. I really don't. I would do this for 25k. So my mentality is different to 95% of traders, because I'm not like, I've literally caught 65R and I had floating balance of 25k, and I was still like, nice, I don't care. Like, I'm not mentally phased by that because I don't care about the money. My mentality is, any job you do, you're gonna earn a salary. So why are you focused on the salary? Just do the job. It's simple. So my mental view on money is different to the majority of people anyway, because people have an addiction to money or an greed for it. So that's kind of like my natural mental state when it comes to money and earnings, even pre-trading. When I come into trading and I see the failing issues of all these traders, it allowed me to build a foundation to comprehend what is going to make me more successful. So then I studied psychology for 2-3 months. Then I started learning technicals for about a month, and I went live in the market in 2024 April. And I've not blew a single account. I've still got accounts from 2024 April, bro. I've not blew them because my mentality become, I want to trade in a way where I can make a living from this and make a career from this, which means personal accounts ultimately, which means learning how to not blow an account, learning how to risk manage, accept drawdown, have patience, which is why I've never blown an account. And I know people who've blown 30, 40, 50, maybe 100 accounts and they're not bothered. Brother, when you make a personal, you're losing all your money. You're going to lose all of it because you've already got bad habits of blowing accounts. So that was just a bit of a rundown on my method to how I come into trading, realizing all the bad issues, and then, you know, focusing on psychology for 2-3 months, watching podcasts of failing traders, realizing the norm, then developing my edge after everything. So technicals was the last thing. First was for psychology. That was it for me. But the reason I said that, Josh, is because like you said 5 years and stuff like that, and then you're full porting and stuff. If you want me to help you with psychology, bro, you're already a friend. Come here, spend time with me, be honest, because that's one of the most important things. If you're not honest with me, bro, about how you're mentally feeling during that trade you're taking, I can't help you, bro. I can't help you. I need you to be honest. Because one of my best friends in the UK, I'm trying to help him out with this psychology, but I told him, when you take a trade, tell me how you feel. He goes, bro, honestly, I don't even want to tell you when I'm taking the trade. I'm like, well, if you don't work with me, then I can't help you during that situation, innit? That's a you problem. Then I can't do anything if I'm not aware of your actions, innit? To like give you that, you know, whisper in your ear about, have patience, think about that trade. Is it valid? Are you sure you want to take it? Is that an emotional trade response, or is it a logical, technical response, etc. So yeah, geopolitics, Rich, is basically the, you know how you, obviously geopolitics is international politics basically. So why did Russia go to war with Ukraine? Why did USA and Israel strike Iran? Why are these people, you know, marching on other countries and stuff like that? Why does USA want to take over Greenland and stuff like that? That's geopolitics. No trader I am aware of understands geopolitics. No trader. Now, geopolitics is only really linked to oil and gold, but the reason I want to understand it is because, one, I'm a Muslim, and two, Muslim countries are being invaded left, right, center by the disgusting Western people, which I completely disagree with the whole idea of, because they're Muslim and they've got oil, let's just kill all of them. I disagree with that whole concept. So learning geopolitics is personal to me, but also it does affect the markets, because you're going to understand inflation, you're going to understand the Iran war, the Strait of Hormuz and stuff like that. It gives you deeper understanding if you understand geopolitics, it allows you to then start to become a geopolitical analyst slowly, because then you're comprehending the actions and the consequences of things, which gives you deeper understanding. When you look at all these geopolitical analysts, they will say there'll be an escalation at this time, and then escalation happens. If you have that knowledge, you can get into gold shorts prior to that occurring. You could get into oil longs prior to that occurring. Like when you trade fundamentals, you got the data there, and then you got your level set there, and then you wait for level to come and you hit that trade because you know what's going to happen in the market. Geopolitics is the same thing, but linked with the bigger picture. Because fundamentals is data only. Geopolitics is the actions in the area, if that makes sense. It's more advanced compared to fundamentals, if that makes sense. The markets are shit so far. 30 minutes and we've had no movement anywhere. If price is going to go long, I would have seen more volume, but we're not seeing that. So I'm wondering if we could still potentially go short. I'm not sure. USD CAD's literally chopping in the London Open range of about 4 pips in 30 minutes. That's disgusting. Pound USD, 8 pips in 30 minutes. That's really bad. Really, really bad. Really bad. I don't know myself. I haven't been that either. Oh, okay, that's fine. So you've not been on Extreme for a while then, yeah? I've not been for about a month, 6 weeks. I've not really had the chance to go. Yeah, it's sick. I'm gonna write notes on what you say on this because I know you'll have the best answer when I backtest what things are and what I should be tracking. Yeah, for sure. I did tell the other guy, the new guy from Lithuania, his name's Edgarus, but I just call him Eddie. I gave him a rundown on what to do. And then obviously I've got the Discord as well. So when you want to do backtesting, feel free to post screenshots in the Discord, and then I can give you guidance on what you're missing out or what you can improve on and how to backtest accordingly. Because with backtesting, you still need to know how to do it. It's not as simple as just start trading and that's it. And just no, you have to go in there with a set method of how you're going to backtest. Even that requires some level of planning. So yeah, feel free, bro, to join the Discord. The links, let me put the link in the chat, bro. Yeah, so here's the link for the Discord, bro. So join it, and then when you start backtesting, just post your screenshots in there and tell me what you're doing, and then I'll just kind of like guide you on what to do and stuff like that, or how to fine-tune your strategy, or what data points you should be looking for and what's important, because a lot of people overlook a lot of things. Bro, for real, forgot about me. I'm in it, all right. Bro, you don't really comment in it. You don't really comment, so yeah, I don't know, innit? I don't know. There's only 3-4 people who regularly comment in it, so my bad. Okay, interesting. Price did come up and take that level here. Let's see what's gonna happen now. Are we gonna start to reject from here? There you are. Thank you. So yeah, Bash, do you know how to create fundamental narratives? I watched Nick for a long time, and I'm always blown away by how we can take all that data and clearly tell the story. I still at the point of NFP equals dollar. I'm done. Josh, I'm done.
Wow! Beautiful! William, knife man.
Hey, Josh, bro, you kill how? Bro, I've completely comprehended fundamentals, yeah, by watching Nick in about 3 months. How have you not got it in 5 years, bro? How have you not got it? I find it so simple. Like, I don't know if it could be like, maybe I'm just a genius, low-key, I don't know. But I don't know, I just get it. Like, after I comprehended fundamentals, yeah, after about 3 months of watching Nick. After that, when it's just me and Ball out ripping each other in the chat, that's because we already understand everything. Like, we don't need Nick's opinion anymore because we already comprehend everything, and we were there for the social aspect. Then I started like not going so much because I got bored, because I was spending all day trading, and I don't like trading the job. I told you I don't like the job itself. I like the freedom it gives. So for me, actually I hate being on the charts if I don't need to be on the charts. I hate it. I'd rather just go play football, go relax with friends. Like, I'm not addicted to trading, you know what I mean? So then that was why me and Ball, I started ripping each other, because it's a form of good entertainment. So yeah, I can try and make it really simple for you. So with Western European economies, yeah, how it generally works is, with obviously, so you've got the bond yields and stuff like that, yeah. The higher the bond yield it is, the harder it's going to be to cut rates, because you're going to get less return on investing in the American economy, which is why Nick says you should look at the bonds and the yields and stuff like that. 2 years is short term, 10 years is mid term, 30 years is long term. What that generally means is, the higher the yield, the less likely people are going to invest in the dollar, meaning it's going to be harder for them to buy into the dollar. So the higher the bond yields are, the higher the American dollar is going to go, because of the expense of the currency. Now, when you look at CPI, which is inflation, PPI, which is inflation, what that generally means is, the higher the cost of the item, the more the consumer is going to struggle via that cost. So inflation is problematic, and that's why the Fed normally looks at inflation to understand where is the consumer ultimately going to sit. If the inflation is getting too high, we should expect reduced GDP, reduced PCE purchasing. Oh, what's PCE stand for again, man? Purchasing consumer index or whatever it is, meaning the consumer's purchasing and stuff like that. So CPI affects the consumer purchasing. CPI affects the GDP, because obviously the growth is going to be what the economy of the growth is, including retail sales and stuff like that. So they're all interlinked. This is the growth side of it. So the inflation is affecting the GDP because it's affected by the consumer's purchasing power, which is affected by retail sales, and PCE, which is consumer directly. Then you've got service manufacturing, PPI, manufacturing services PMI, manufacturing PMI. That's the corporate's perspective and forecast on where the economy will go. That's not so important. That's just the general forecast of where the manufacturers think will go and the industries. But the most important is generally the consumer. So for you to comprehend where the market's gonna go, it's very simple, bro. Very simple. Is the employment data looking good? Is it beating the expectations? Is inflation generally on the increase in the last 6 months? Is it generally on the decrease in the last 6 months? What does that mean for the economy? What does that mean for the consumer? When should you see that starting to affect the consumer? That's when you start asking these questions and you start making your own individual opinions about it. I personally think it's simple. I think it's simple. Personally, I don't know if that's my own intellect or if it's just like, I don't know, I just find it quite simple to comprehend, because then you can start basing your forecast off on that. Which is why when Nick was talking about buying gold a week ago, I was hesitant against that, because I forecast the war re-accelerating. I don't see USA coming to an end. I don't see Israel stopping what they're doing because of the Greater Israel plan, the Greater Judea plan, which does include taking over these other Arab countries. And I did see a video of one of the senior congressmen in USA 20 years ago talking about Iran has to fall for us to finish our goal of taking over the Middle East, because they spoke about a goal of taking, after 9/11, there's a congressman who was part of the Secretary of Defense, one of the senior people, And he said from the higher ups, a notice come down to me that we're going to attack 7 Arab countries and we're going to wage war on the Arabs and on Islam just after 9/11. And this he said why? He goes, because 9/11 gave us a perfect opportunity. He goes, if we can cripple them or cause segregation, we can then take over that region and steal their oil ultimately. And then he said, which countries? Syria, Libya, Lebanon, Iraq, Iran, who else did he said? 1 or 2 more countries, I can't remember. But we already know about Saddam Hussein getting killed. We already know about the 300 billion barrels of oil they had in their reserves, which is what USA took after that whole invasion of Iraq. Afghanistan also, yes, Afghanistan. So they've already taken over, they already went towards Afghanistan, they already took over Iraq, they already got Gaddafi killed and stuff like that in Libya. Syria already went to war, Lebanon's already obviously in chaos, and the last country was who? Iran. The last country. What's happening right now? The America has gone to war with all these countries already. Who's left? Big boss Iran. The final boss is Iran. That's USA's goal for the last 20 odd years since 9/11. And this is literally video evidence of a senior official in the USA saying it's come from the higher ups, i.e. President. And he is one of the leading people in the Secretary of Defense during 9/11, and everything has come to pass. You already know that. War of Afghanistan, the Gaddafi got killed. Okay, chat's reconnected. So yeah, that's why for gold I see the war re-accelerating, because I don't see Israel stopping what they're doing, and I don't think USA's got a way to get out of this war. So I think that we're gonna see things going further. Also, Trump spoke to Congress about asking for permission to use nuclear weapons. Brother, that is not de-escalation. That is not de-escalation. Buying gold is stupid. I would be selling it. Like, this is not financial advice. Anything can happen. Bear in mind, anything can happen. This is just a forecast. Anything can happen. But I'm like 90% sure the war's going to restart again. Anyway, let me go back to what you lot was saying. I'm still laughing so hard about the NFP thing. That was so funny, bro. What did you research or read for or watch for psychology? I'm trying to get my mind so discipline and self-control. Bro, I've got the psychology tab in the Discord channel, man. Look at it, look. So here's my podcast. On the trading psychology. So you can watch that podcast, bro. I was literally trading for 3 months, bro. And you can see how strong my psychology was as a 3-month trader, bro. So you can watch that because you'll see how I am there versus how I am now. Like I've gained so much more knowledge in the last year and so whatever. And here is the book that I read on trading psychology. Very popular book. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. He is very well known in the trading industry. Unfortunately, he passed away, I think, not long ago, a couple of years ago or something, a few years ago. But yeah, this book, bro, like, you just read it. That's enough. That one book is enough, bro. Honestly, like, it's so good. It's so good. And do me a favor, hit like as well on the stream if you haven't. But read that book, it's really good, and read it 2 or 3 times. Don't read it once. There's too much information in there. And when you're reading it, read slowly and comprehend the underlying message of what's being said. That the underlying message is what's kind of the important thing. I remember the first chapter he's talking about a trader named Mark, not himself, another trader. Dude went into debt, bro. He lost his house, remortgaged the house, whatever, put so much money in, and then after years and years and years, he become a millionaire. What I understood from that, my comprehension is, this guy's one of the best traders there is at the moment. This smart guy he's referring to, like, he's one of the most successful traders. Even him, who's probably really intelligent guy, whatever, yeah, he literally remortgaged his house for trading because he lost all that money, put himself in debt with family because he lost all that money, and then he persevered year after year. I think it took him years to get to where he was. What I understood is, this is a long game, bro. Don't think you're coming into trading in 2 years you're going to be a millionaire. No, it's going to take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years for you to hit that level. That's what I understood, meaning it's a long-term game. That was my comprehension from that statement that he made in that book. Now, my goals are more similar to that, long-term goals. I know I'll be successful in trading. If I, in my first year, made 22%, yeah, in my first year of trading, and every trader fails 20 accounts in their first year, I'm already leaps and bounds ahead of the average trader. And my mentality is still about patience, perseverance, looking at the long-term goal. So I see myself realistically in 5 years, I should be a millionaire at that point. I really do believe that. But there's 1 or 2 things that I can't control. What happens in the market. This year has been difficult. 2025 has been difficult because of Trump and the tariffs on everyone and all these stupid issues he's had, and now he's got the war going on and all these things. It's been very difficult. So now what do? I reassess it. If I think I was going to be a millionaire in 5 years time, let's delay that by 2 years, because we're going to have 2 years of Trump markets, which are really horrendous. Really horrendous. It's about just, don't be arrogant, man. Don't be arrogant. Be patient. Look at how you behave. Self-reflect. Hold yourself to account. It's just really simple stuff, bro. Really it is. If you take it seriously, you'll understand all of this already. If you don't take it seriously, you're not.
Tankers load 4 million barrels of Saudi crude in ship-to-ship transfer off Oman. Cargoes are heading for China.
I've put it in the Discord anyway, so you can have a look at it there. Right, so we're nearly 50 odd minutes into London Open, and EU has done a 6-pip move. Very horrendous. Very, very horrendous. GU has done a 9-pip move in 47 minutes. This is disgusting. Disgusting markets.
Save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big,
Your talk,
deal,
Trump.
people. Come on.
For me, with the way I trade, yeah, I need on average, I need pound to do a 20-pip move in the first 30-40 minutes. That's my average data for me to catch at least a TP1 and catch a break even and pay myself. But statistically speaking, during 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, the average pip movement in London Open for pound dollar was between 25 to 35 pips was the average. And the semi-average was 15 to 20. I say semi-average meaning price would move in one direction before it reversed into a completely different direction. So yeah, I'm not getting that at the moment, and it's normally within the first hour and a half. We're not seeing that. We're seeing like 5 pips, 10 pips, 12 pips in an hour and a half. Is disgusting. And then half 10, after my session ends, 30 minutes later, we'll get a fat 20-30 pip move up. So the markets are abnormal for sure. But as I said anyway, Rich, you're more than welcome to come here pretty much every day and ask any questions, and I'll do my best to help. But you have to be honest. That's the only thing I ask, is you just... Same with you as well, Josh. No gatekeeping here, bro. I'll probably cut the stream at about 9:30, so another 40 odd minutes, and then I'll probably bounce after that. Probably. I don't know what to talk about now, but if you got anything, bro, feel free to ask. Oh wait, yeah, Rich, I was asking, I don't know if you're still here or not, how's your accounts looking? What's going on with your trading accounts and stuff? Markets are super dead right now, man. Super dead. I don't really know what to even do or say. So first leg, second leg. We could technically go short here, but I'm skeptical, I'll be honest. 1.2, 2.2. I'd probably just cover the high and do 2.5 pips on that, for example. And then target the invalid zone. I don't like the
According to sources, Saudi Aramco offers Arab medium and heavy crude oil for September loading to Asian refiners.
4.8R. It's not enough, is it? 4.8 is too small. About 13. 5.2 is reasonable. I can get away with 5.2R. That's not bad. And that, you know, the charts a bit. Now I want to go short from here, but I'm just skeptical because there's not much volume there, but there is 1-2 candles there, but I can't define volume off of 1-2 candles. I'm just thinking, man. pound's much cleaner. That's got a lot more volume there, a bit of consolidation, pull up, and then a bit of a drop, and then you got fat volume coming in there. That's much more cleaner. First leg, second leg, I would short from here. That's kind of a break retest level as well. You can see that lining up right there. Kind of a break retest level. What to do, boyos? Gold is on its way down again, which is interesting. Proper waiting game, I swear.
So tell me, you live in Shanghai?
Yeah, I work here.
Oh, what?
Bloody hell, this is so boring, man. That is one good reason. When trading gets boring, at least you got YouTube there. Like, whenever you guys are here talking and stuff. Otherwise, it's super boring. Just divergence with EU and GU is odd as well, man. I'll give you another 20-30 minutes and then I'm done. Yesterday was shit as well, I think, you know. Yeah, look at that. Yesterday was shit as well for New York. That was really shit, to be fair. I don't fancy taking trades so late in the day. I go over to break that level completely. Silver just tagged. Ignore young crosses. Oh my god, look at this. USD CHF was disgusting in New York session. Oh my god. That's really bad. Yeah, that's horrendous. But USD card. Oh yeah. You know what? If you could have shorted it from here. Because it would have got swerved anyway unless you did a bigger sell. Yeah, it would have got swerved anyway. And if you went short, for example, from here, would it have been worth it or not? I don't think it would have. Yeah, 6 or not bad, I guess. Took London high. I did not like this price action. It's so disgusting. I remember looking at this thinking, what the hell is this? We could have gone short here, but I didn't like all of this consolidation happening and stuff. I felt uncomfortable with it. If would have tagged here break even there, it would have tagged break even anyway. Now you wouldn't have got TP2, just TP1 and then a bunch of consolidation. How long would that trade have been? Yeah, screw that, bro. I'm not sitting in a trade for 2 hours for 5R. That's shit. That is literally shit. Why would I sit in a trade for 2 hours for 5R, bro? Kiss my... Mud. Euro was exceptionally difficult. Oh my god, look at this. It was in a... Oh my god. Euro was in a 11 pip range for 6 hours. Wow. Trump, what have you done to the markets, mate? What have you literally done to the bloody markets? Pound had a much better 25 pip range. That's for 7 hours. Well, that... Oh, yo, man. So bad. We might get movement in New York then. Unless it starts moving as soon as I close the charts, because that'd be bloody typical. Come on, man. Ugh. We got PCE later on today, I think, news-wise. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Everything is just really bad. Like everything. I'm glad I didn't take that short. I could tell it just didn't feel right. And also I was looking at this thinking, could it be soup of that to continue higher? I was thinking it because it's kind of obvious that level there. Oh man.
Fitch ratings say China deflation eases, but weak domestic demand could weigh on prices.
They took that level out, started to move up. Now we're an hour and 20 minutes into it and it's done 10 pips. Pips, an hour and 20 minutes. I don't even know what to say. Yo, Mwangi. Haribu Ndugu. Very boring London session today, bro. We had absolute chop for like a good 50 minutes. Almost, what, an hour and 10 minutes almost, bro. Really bad today. Really bad. But besides that, how you doing? London always boring, no longer trade it. Yeah. But even New York's a bit willy-wally as well, man. New York's weird at the moment as well, because I've been looking at New York and either it flies up or it still consolidates. Look at Euro here, bro. Look at Euro here yesterday. From New York session, yeah, so let's just say 1:30 p.m. all the way till 8 o'clock was a 17 pip range. That's like 7 hours, bro. That was disgusting. Even New York shit at the moment, man. I'm thinking maybe in September, maybe, I'm not sure, maybe I might stream New York session, maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Doing alright, nothing much. Yeah. But yeah, look at USD card. Oh my god. 8 pip range in 5 hours. USD CHF, pretty much the same. And then yesterday USD CHF was in a range for about 10 hours of 15 pips in New York session. USD card had a nice fall off actually today. Had a very nice fall off. 30 pips almost. That was lovely on USD card. GU was shit. EU was shit. USD card was the only good one. UJGJ shit. Gold was shit. Silver was shit. Everything was shit. Shit on the left, shit on the right, shit everywhere all night. Yeah, we're good now. Right, that's me done then, I think, bro. We're at 9:30. Nothing once again. Another day, no trade because of shitty, choppy ranginess. And then EU decided they wanted to go up out of nowhere when Pound was like, what are you doing, bro? We had a really good discussion again today in the chat. It was good. Might as well start winding down off of the apps then. What's going on in Kenya, bro? Anything interesting? you got nothing to say, Mwangi, I'll cut the stream, bro. Because I'm basically done anyway. Unless you've got something you want to say, mention it. Nah, just politics here, then nothing much here in Kenya. Yeah, that's fair, bro. As long as you're okay, I guess. That's the main thing. Nah, just gonna saying hi, gonna go sleep now. Yeah, that's fine, bro. Appreciate it. I'll cut the stream here anyway because the markets are shit, so yeah, I'll stick around for a bit, but I'll see you tomorrow, Mangi. Take it easy, bro. Have a good one. Bye.